Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. All of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Thumbs up for that. It's a late day for me. Hokey smokes. A fair number of things I want to talk about. None of them really important. But one of the things that you shouldn't do is what I did last night, which is one of the reasons I got up so late. I talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again. Because our eyes and our ears give information to our brain, and because our ancestors that didn't pay attention to danger signals from our eyes and ears did not survive to have children, our brains have, through all of these centuries, adapted to taking everything from your ears and eyes and having to take it as straight faith. It happened because if you didn't believe your eyes, you had no kids, and that was the end of that. And so we take everything our eyes and ears sees as actual input happening. This includes when you play video games, what you see on the screen, what you hear as the game is playing. Your body has no choice but to accept it as actually happening. So, if you want to get to sleep a couple hours before you go to bed, don't play certain types of games, like first-person shooters, where your survival depends on your quick reflexes. Because that, with everything that you're seeing from your eyes, everything you're hearing through your ears, your body has no choice but to go into high-level running with near fight or flight hormones coursing through your veins. Well, yeah, it's going to be hard to sleep after that. You may not be able to sleep all night if you play a big game like that before you go to bed. I, of course, played the game Strafe, a quick reflex, think fast, move constantly, and always be on the lookout first-person shooter. Until after midnight. And then I went to bed. I got up late this morning. It is 7:42. I'm 40 minutes later than I usually like to start recording. Just because, oh boy, I am tired today. But still, when I did finally fall asleep, I slept, and that was good, so thumbs up on that. Also, I have been watching some people reacting to Bill Burr, and while Bill Burr later in life now is more alt-righty than I like, but his earlier life stuff was pretty much spot on. So he talks a lot about getting ashy, dry skin, and how white people need to lotion up. And it is true. I mean, I've known this for a while. I have to actually lotion up my lower legs from my knees to just before my toes when I put on my support stockings. One of the reasons I did that is because every time I took them off before, it was an explosion of dead skin everywhere. I mean, it was like I took a big old sack of powder and just went poof. And it was just horrific. So I started lotioning up my legs when I put my support stockings on, and that doesn't happen anymore. My legs are doing good. My feet are, it's still, you walk on them all day. They're in your shoes. I still lotion them up when I put my socks on. So my feet are a lot better than they used to be. Hokey smokes. So thumbs up on that. I need to do that to the rest of my body. And I even know this, because my face is really, really red today. Last night, before I went to bed, I washed my face. I didn't lotion up. I have to wear a sleep apnea mask because I have sleep apnea. The bar, because there's a strap that runs across here, and it holds your mask against your face. And then there's a plastic T that comes up and presses against here, and it holds another strap and the thing that goes over the top of your head. See how red I am right there? See how my nose is still a little red right here? I have to keep looking over at my monitor because it's way over there so I can see and make sure I'm pointing at stuff that's actually red. I almost had to take a chisel to my face to get all of the excess dead skin off, because after after using the washcloth on my face, like I said, I didn't lotion up and I went straight to bed. Here was just, oh my god, so much dead skin because of the plastic thing just going flop and holding everything against the new stuff that was growing in after I washed my face. My nose, the air from the tube that leads to the machine that's blowing like a lot of air into my face, it blows it right up against my nose, so my nose dries out. And then the silicone cushion presses against this stuff and around here, so I almost had to chisel all the keratin off this morning. Lotion up. Lotion up. You get ashy. It doesn't matter what tone your skin is. Dry skin is dry skin, and all humans have dry skin. That's what the dust, that if you dust your apartment, if you dust your house, if you dust your office or wherever you spend a lot of time, you know what that dust is? 95% of it is us. We shed pounds of dead skin every year, and that's all the dust that's everywhere. And that's just the skin that actually makes it off of us and doesn't scrape off into our clothing and such. So lotion up is a good idea. Thumbs up for that. Plus, I also wanted to talk about this one because it's not important, but it was amazing. I posted to my reaction channel a video reacting to St. Vincent, The Melting of the Sun. That is an incredible song. Even though it just came out this year, and I can't remember the name of the person that does the music, but it just came out this year, but the music video that comes with it is a throwback to like 60s stuff. And the music was just, it was intense. It was psychedelic. Because of that, it is spots where it's difficult music. Either there are samples that are being altered with filters and altering the pitch, through either the speed or just pitch shifting, or it's original music that's having done to it. But it is an excellent song. Point being on that one, it's kind of difficult music because of that. I'm glad that it's really doing well, this album. A definite thumbs up, because the two albums I'm going to talk about are kind of difficult music from the past, and it's really bizarre. Because when I was younger, when I was in the Air Force, there was MTV, and all they showed was music videos. 24/7, 7 days a week. It was only music videos, and they had, was it MJs, music jockeys? They came in, they talked, and then they brought in the next thing. And then as the years went by, they started doing animation late at night, and then they started doing other stuff, and now they don't really do music videos. But it was only music back then. I did not like the group Duran Duran. I still largely don't. I mean, it's all like early 80s music. So if you don't listen to 80s music or old stuff, you're not even going to know who I'm talking about. But they did songs like Rio, Hungry Like the Wolf, and all that, and I hated those songs. Still do. I did not like their first album. I did not like their second album. When I was in Germany, they released their third album. I love this album. It is called Seven and the Ragged Tiger. It is an allegorical story about 7 people chasing the ragged tiger. But again, it's allegorical. It is an album about the group, Duran Duran, and what they've been doing chasing the ragged tiger. Success. I love this album. It is filled with stuff that is just good from beginning to end. Some of the songs are kind of difficult music. Upon its release, critical and commercial failure. Everyone just did not like it. I, of course, think it is the pinnacle of their work. Before that, when I was still in high school, and I doubt the group still exists anymore, But for a very long time, there was a British punk group. Well, they started off punk, the Stranglers. And they did really rough punk stuff in their beginning. But they were very, very experimental. On one of their albums, they did a song called The Men in Black. And they did a lot of pitch shifting and speeding up the stuff, but it was a story about the Men in Black, aliens, and how we as human beings are actually, we think we're an intelligent species, but really we're just breeding animals and they eat us. Human beings are porky meat. They liked the song so much, they released a concept album, The Gospel According to the Men in Black. And it was an entire album about that, and it was experimental, and I loved that album. It was great. And it was a commercial and critical flop. Total failure. So after that, they started doing more studio stuff, and they just started being really studio, and then the lead singer broke up with them. I don't know that the drummer, he was in his late 70s. I don't know if he's even still alive, but people had to help carry him out for concerts, and it was just, they went from being really punk to not. But there's that common thread there. I like that difficult music stuff. One of my favorite albums in the entire world is I don't know what kind of releases they've done. I mean, they re-release stuff, they give things different names, they mix and match things, and they re-release that. At the time I bought it, it was an album called Oh Blessed Freak Show by a group called the Nip Drivers. And it is just weirdness and bizarreness all the way through it. They have at one point, there's like just a guy, singing like, la, 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 like this, he's got my tone of voice. But the main part of the song is a person going, I'm a mean teen queen. And then the other person going, I'm a mean teen queen. And just, it's weird, it's bizarre. There's profane songs on it. It is all difficult. And I love it. It is awesome. They have the complete album, Oh Blessed Freak Show, on YouTube if you look up the Nip Drivers. It is pretty much the pinnacle of difficult music. So thumbs up. Past that, just taking a look over onto the side here to see if there's anything else. There was something that I wanted to talk about, and I can't even remember where it was, but goodness gracious. So yeah, it's been a day. My days have been getting very, very busy, of course, since I've been doing my daily vlog, and then I do a thing that I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with the game channel, because I went and crippled it by the things that I've done and having had ADHD and over expanding in the past. So the game channel that I have right now is crippled, so I don't quite know what to do with it. So yay. But I do my 2 daily videos here. Now I mirror another video, and I do at least 1 reaction video every single day, and I do stuff for the creative channel. So I'm doing a lot of things now. But I can't really think of anything else to talk about. I mean, I got a lot of stuff on this list to the side, but the thing is, it's all things that it's like 14 minutes into it, and the stuff that's on the list is going to be a good like 5-10 minutes or so. So I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to go through and read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. Thumbs up. Thank you all so very, very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language, it's early, I haven't slept well, and I still have treated ADHD, but I have fibro fog, and I use cannabis for pain control. So my short-term memory struggles, but I'm getting there. So let me call it my crone here. And we have Monica Lynn, thumbs up and thank you. Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Zenko Original, thumbs up. We have Ty Canfield, thumbs up. Shane Linsky, thank you very much. Pico, yeah, thumbs up and thank you. Big Picture Guys, huh. And then there's Albert Rogers, greatly appreciated. AGJ03, thumbs up and thank you. We have Random Person, greatly appreciated. It's Zed. Oh, that's rough, because Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Okay. Ancient movie reference. Thank you very much. And Colin Rasnow, greatly appreciated. Josh Sanabria. Slurring around my dentures, my apologies. The Real Over, thumbs up. Sort of. Nice conversation, though it started off on the wrong foot. Cool Dude, greatly appreciated. Scrappy, thumbs up. And Shagster, thumbs up. And that is it. It's what? 17 people? Different people left comments in the last 24 hours. Thank you so much. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, if only in text. So thank you. It is appreciated. If you could check out my various things in the show more down below, that would be awesome. I have Patreon.com and Twitter and Facebook. Cool if you could check those out. Definitely. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. It's because these people have a roof over my head and cat food to feed my cat, so it is appreciated. If you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, there is the PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have things like an Amazon wish list down below. Well, no, I have an Amazon wish list down below with things like cat food on it. That's what I meant to say. Woof. Now, do not check it out if you don't want to. Do not feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, you simply do not donate. I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate a little positive validation gift for my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, well, that would be quite cool. Thank you very, very much. Well, hokey smokes. Hopefully it's going to be a good day today. Hopefully, wherever you live, things are going to go well. I mean, climate change is... Take a look at all the flooding that's happening in places that shouldn't be flooding. Climate change is just really starting to hit us now, and it's not going to slow down. This is one of the last few good years that I am going to have in what left I have of life. And for anyone that's got more than a few decades, I am so sorry. But until it's all over, there's still a pandemic, and it's bad. So please, if you go out, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, and just, good golly, Miss Molly, please, especially if you are in the United States, 99.9% of all hospitalizations and deaths are from the unvaccinated. So please get vaccinated. You take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And really, that is, pretty good in my book.